What if I told you there's a bookkeeping tool where one person closes the books for over 300 businesses with AI doing the heavy lifting? Well, today we're taking a look at Kick. It's an AI native bookkeeping tool that wants to be able to manage your accounts and calls itself a self-driving bookkeeping tool. It's built for small business owners, freelancers, creators, and also the accountants who serve them to help automate 97% of the interactions with your money. In this review, I'm going to go over Kick's top features. I'm going to look at the pros and cons of what customers are saying, and I'm going to look at who this is actually best for. Before we begin, if you did want the best rates to Kick, you can find them linked below. You can go over to toolfinder.com. I believe you can get 20% off your first 12 months with the link in the description, and we'll constantly keep that updated to get better rates for you. So let's look at feature number one. There's AI auto-categorization. So many accountancy softwares now start to automatically categorize using AI, but Kick goes in overdrive here. So Kick uses AI to automatically categorize your business transactions in real time as they come in. It's similar to some extent to what you see with other apps like Xero and QuickBooks and many more, but it uses AI to determine what action should be taken and gives you the control to be able to go in action. So they did a really good example of a transaction that went through from a individual, but it was actually used on the personal card. Obviously, if you're taking people out for lunch and you do an accidental personal transaction, but it's for business, it's going to help to determine the more complex situations for you to make better decisions and also save you a drastic amount of time. Feature number two, it has entry management. So it allows you to manage multiple business, LLCs, or entities under one single account, which means you can handle all of the receivables and outgoings all in one location for multiple businesses that you potentially run. So if you're in the plus plans or above, you can get up to 5 entities at the time of record, which means you don't have to pay multiple entity fees for all of the different software that you're using. So feature number three is that they create financial statements for you. What it does automatically is produce tax reports for you. So you'll be able to share them directly with your accountant or potentially get a snapshot of what you need to see from your profit and loss at any given time. I think the thing that makes this slightly different to potentially Xero and QuickBooks is that it's in real time, and obviously it's going to be managed by yourself as well as with an AI system too. So it's going to be faster to produce those statements than maybe some of the other options where you might have to reconcile every single item. It's going to give you things like digest to save you time on that. So Kick also has smart receipt matching too, which means you can automatically match receipts via text and via email. And AI is going to try and pair the correct transaction so there's no manual uploads or drag and drop needed. Finally, it has a lot of integrations with popular providers like Ramp, Stripe, PayPal, which makes it much more suitable for the fast-moving tech company or IT companies out there. It also produces real-time cash flow statements as well as weekly financial summaries to your inbox to give you a better idea of your financial picture every single week. So before we move on to pros and cons, this company actually raised recently $20 million in funding. So they're backed by investors like OpenAI's startup fund, General Catalyst, and more. So I think it's important to look at the pros and cons. This application's fairly early on, so while we're doing research, we found the most suitable pros and cons, but they're still growing, as you can imagine. So please do your own research as per normal, additionally, because things change after even we publishing this review. So some customers were happy with the highly accurate AI categorization that also improves over time. So the more you get using it, the better it's going to get. So from some of their customer case studies, there was a massive time saving for accountants and business owners. There was a report that they reduced monthly close from 15 days to under 24 hours, saying it saves their firm over 100 hours per month. So let's look at some of the customer cons side of things. So customer support can be a little bit slow. People were saying on Reddit that there was over 2 days of response time reported. So the other concern of a lot of customers was that it's a new company with a fairly new track record. Obviously, every company has to start somewhere, but obviously users were concerned about the long-term stability compared to established players like QuickBooks or Xero. Final one is if you're outside of the US, they had less setup for company entities outside of the US. So things like tax deadlines, partner services were all mainly US centric and hadn't really fully rolled out to international. While that's not really a con, it's just something to note when you're getting started. So looking at that, who is this best suited for? Is it right for you or not? So if you're a US based small business owner and solopreneur, if you're running say 1 to 5 entities, then you'll probably like something like this. It's going to save you time and help categorize elements for you, be a little bit slicker and faster than potentially more traditional options. It's going to be good for creators, freelancers and agencies, as well as even accounting firms and CPAs looking to scale. So that was our overview of Kik. It sounds like a really compelling option to let AI take control of your accounting and your management. And many companies are seriously considering that. So check out the 20% discount we have to Kik below, and we'll try and keep it even refreshed and better as time goes on. So check out the link in the description. Thanks very much for stopping by. Do subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in a future video, I'm sure. Cheerio for now.